Hi, hello everyone. This is a simple vMotion demonstration. So I have this lab running on ESXi Host, which means it's a hypervisor, virtual machine hypervisor on a physical hypervisor. So I have two hypervisors in here, hypervisor 03 and hypervisor 02. The related objects for the hypervisor 03 are three virtual machines, which are named Alison03, Alison03-2, and John02-2. So the idea is move this virtual machine or any other virtual machine. I just organizing them for names, and moving from this virtual machine from this host to this other host in here. So let's start with this virtual machine. So before doing that, I'm just going to the other host and check the related objects and then the virtual machine objects to see how many virtual machines are running on the destination host. So there should be only one virtual machine, which is powered on. It is showing here the state. So let's get back to the previous host and proceed doing the vMotion migration. So for doing so, I'm gonna open the console for the virtual machine just to prove the audience that this is a live migration, it's not a cold migration. So this is entirely 100% vMotion, and as you can see here, the virtual machine it's up and running. So just gonna click now and right click over the virtual machine, and it will appear this menu and many options, and I'm gonna choose now migrate. So on the migrate wizard, I have three options, which is chain host, chain data store, and chain bus, both host and data store. So a little overview about each one of them. So chain host is basically moving one virtual machine from one ESXi host to another ESXi host, and this operation can be manual or automatically. So this operation is manual when you're doing the process, the one that I'm doing now, and it could be automatically if you have something called DRS, which is called Distributed Resource Scheduler. It's one of the features at cluster level for vSphere. Then you have this option, which is chain data store, and so chain data store is also applies for DRS. Chain data store is basically getting the virtual machine files located on one data store and put it into another. It's not using the vMotion traffic. You can try changing the data store from one virtual machine to another without enabling the vMotion traffic on a VM kernel board. This is very important because all the traffic here is handled by one of the NICs on the physical NICs on the ESXi host. So gotta be careful when you try this option. You know, you need to have at least NIC teaming, one of the network policies for the ESXi host. You can use NIC teaming to give load balancing for the network interface card. And we have this last option here, which is chain host and data store. This is basically the equal from the true previous option, and it will change the host and data store at the same time. So it will use vMotion and then moving files located on one data store to another. Just bear in mind that data store can be also a DAS. So it doesn't matter if the host, the destination host, has access to the data store where the virtual machine is residing or not. So bear in mind that the first option, chain host through host, needs to have access to a shared data store, because both need to see the virtual machine files. Virtual machine files are not migrating. Only what it's doing is copy the memory assigned to that virtual machine, which is resided on the physical memory on the ESXi host, and put it on the changes to the destination, right? All the bitmaps, every change that the user or the virtual machine is doing, and just copying across to the new host. When you use chain data store, you're using basically something that is called mirror driving. Is a storage NIC to copy files located on one data store to another, right? So let's click next. And now we're gonna see the options for the cluster. And I have to enable a host selection within this cluster, and the compatibility should be alright for the virtual machine. Bear in mind also that you can migrate in live migration vMotion machines between same vendors. Can be different families if you enable a feature at cluster level DRS feature called EDC, right? So I'm gonna check this option now and then hit next. So I'm moving from the host hypervisor 03, which is contained in this virtual machine. I'm gonna move it from the tree to the hypervisor 03, and it shows here that the compatibility checks was set. Once again, bear in mind that if the virtual machine has something attached to the internal to the physical host, or something that cannot be shared between one host to another, the vMotion will fail. Why? Because, for example, if you have attached a DVD drive to a client or to the physical ESX host, the other physical ESX host cannot access to the DVD drive. So bear in mind that. So hypervisor 02, click next, and this window is about the reserve CPU for optimal vMotion performance. It means like if on the destination there are enough resources available, vMotion will not be initiated. If there is not enough resources available, if there are lacks of resources, vMotion might be standard. So the destination host is running only one virtual machine, so it should be alright at this point. Click next, and then we get the review selections for this migration operation. We will get in here the virtual machine name, and the most important thing, the destination host, and then we hit finish. So what is the idea? To open now the console for the virtual machine and show that the virtual machine is up and running, so process is not stopped at the virtual machine level. I can still operate the windows. I can also see the progress for the migration in the recent tasks. This should be complete at 100% in very short time. So now it's complete, and I can close this console. So I can see now the hypervisor 03 is running only 2 virtual machines, and then if I go to the hypervisor 02, which is the destination for the vMotion migration, it's running 2 virtual machines. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, basic concepts about vMotion. Thank you, bye bye.